Hello, everybody.
My name is Icarus, and he's gonna go, so welcome back to the show.
Yeah, sorry that we were just encountering some technical difficulties, but it looks like it's sorted now.
This is first time using this new video player system.
Whatever this is, it's just what looks like a default one at the moment, doesn't matter. So we are here, we are just building up our stuff, we are building up Eater, our first capture in Illyria. We are in our war with Epirus, so we are progressing nicely. We are sending an army up to Delminium.
It's basically guaranteed at this point that we'll attain victory.
Of course.
Because I mean, like, he's known for pretty much, well, losing the war, so, you know.
So we are progressing. We are moving our army up towards SEGESTICA, because we have plans to take it. So we want to get a foothold into Pannonia. Well, we'll just have to see. We want to get control over Pannonia, because it borders...
What's so good about Pannonia?
Honestly, I don't think there's that much other than if you're Rome. It's a pretty great province if you're Rome.
Yeah?
Because of the auxiliaries you get there. You know, Pannonian spears, Pannonian cavalry, cataphracts. You know? That sort of good stuff you can get in Pannonia as Rome. But we are recruiting some good experienced units in this army, the Brethren of Baal. And look, we can get more experienced cavalry recruits here. So we're doing that. We are merging the Geisetai up. Recruiting another unit of Geisetai. I'm trying to figure out what else to recruit.
Time with this.
Yes, just trying to figure out what to go for. So, getting some Libby Phoenician cavalry, because they're better.
My God, Kanagusis, you're so full of indecision.
So I'm just trying to remember, what did I have, what is the right composition, that sort of thing. It's less indecision and more just trying to remember what I had and what I normally try to use.
The leader always has to think on his feet 24/7. He's got no time for hesitation. He must act swiftly and decisively.
We put this army into fortified stance outside Delminium, so it means if the AI decides to attack, we can have an advantage in defending. We're also moving Dido's Faithful up towards Delminium.
Well, I really hope they are faithful to Dido, because they're going to need all the support they can get.
Well, yes, I'm sure Dido would definitely appreciate having somebody actually faithful to her.
So why do you think they called themselves Dido's Faithful?
Yeah, considering what happened between her and Aeneas in the Aeneid.
Ah, feck off. We don't need your bleeding diplomacy.
Nah, I'm not the Admiral. He died of natural causes.
Well, that sucks.
Probably old. So, just having a look at what to go for. So we move this army down further into Massalia.
Massalia is looking pretty barren there.
I'm sure you would want it to be barren. And it looks like things are a bit more stable in Africa. At least public order is getting better. Building the shrine to Tanit to help public order more.
That's gonna count for something.
Actually, public order is not that great, but hoping to improve that. The Tanith temple chain will probably help a lot.
Oh great, another hidden agent exposed.
Yes, your favourite talking point.
Sir, the most repetitive talking point I can think of is it just writes itself.
Yes. We just upgraded a good old governor there and further empire maintenance reduction.
let's just hope this one's reliable enough.
So we've besieged Delminium and build up some siege engines. Move the Friends of the 104 up further. And we raid. I believe if you have one army besieging and another army raiding, you I think you decrease the amount of turns the enemy has before they're willing to surrender.
Oh, that's a handy strategy.
Yes, I think I probably found that out by that stage and started doing that.
A token. Perhaps
Oh, you found it out by complete accident?
No, I think I found out about it and that's why I was doing it there.
Oh, right. Okay. Ooh, an attrition report.
Just a few casualties. And our judge leveled up. So give him the cultural spread bonus. Because the Punic culture is declining. Desert nomadic is growing. Nope, it ain't.
So how can we fix it?
Well, trying to boost our own cultural conversion rate.
Let's just hope they're willing to convert.
Yeah, well, we'll try. It is our home province. But Nori is getting some further expansions.
War has been declared yet again.
At your command. Kill them all. Wipe them out.
Before we drive Enyo's destroyers out.
That was swift.
Yep. Kill their captives.
Make haste, man. How can I serve Carthage?
General leveled up, so that helps.
We fight for you, my lord.
And we decide to raid.
Why not just finish the job, get it over with?
And we build a shrine to Baal Hamon in Iader to boost cultural conversion.
How can I
Now we move the Brethren of Baal down to Massalia,
waiting for more orders?
so we could boost our cavalry up.
You gonna go do some converting there eventually?
It's already reasonably converted, we're just getting new units in. Getting 2 Libby Phoenician Thorax swords.
Narbonese is doing pretty well for itself.
Yeah. So I want to move them closer to Tolosa, probably because it's got more of the Libby Phoenician population in there. I decided to upgrade the amphitheater for more public order and other reasons, I suppose.
Ready for orders.
The Will of Yam.
Moving out. As you command.
Yum!
So we're moving this army down, Scourge of Reshab down towards Arminium to join the fleet.
Waiting for your command.
Not sure where I plan to send them. Oh, I think I do know. To Apollonia.
Ooh, what's in Apollonia?
That's the home, that's the capital of Epirus, basically. Epirus' capital. Faction capital.
Oh, striking fear into the hearts of his homeland.
If to put it that way. Plus it gives us a foothold into Greece.
Yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes you just gotta take big risks like that.
I suppose typically... Oh! And there we have the forces inside SEGESTICA sallying out. It's the garrison and an enemy full stack, or near full stack. Just against our one army. So we're gonna fight this out, and we'll see you on the field.
Yeah, see you on the field, buddy.
So, this is our force. We have our Numidians, of course. Our range
Right,
units in this
so who are
army,
we up against here?
an Epirote garrison and an army. Do you want me to actually specify what units they have?
Yeah.
The garrison is basically a bunch of Greek militia and Greek hoplites, basically just different types of hoplites, with some archers and townsfolk. The army, I don't know exactly, didn't see all of its composition, but had quite a few bronze shield pikemen. But here we have our Libyan Phoenician thorax spears and our thorax swords. See all that mixture of heavy armor types? Scale,
Yeah, I can
chainmail,
definitely see that.
muscled cuirass. We have our Ambacti, Libyan Phoenician Thoreo swords. Here we have our Gastrofates, our crossbowmen.
Wine, a good woman, regular men.
More swordsmen. And more Ambacti behind the Gastrofates. And another unit of thorax swordsmen.
Are these for? I'm going to assume that the crossbowmen were pretty skilled in their expertise, were they?
Well, let's just say there weren't very many crossbowmen at this time period, so...
Is this another Is this another historical inaccuracy on the game's part, or is it just like?
No,
according-
the Gastrofates were a legitimate thing. There is evidence of a kind of crossbow, though I think it was not fired in the way crossbows were fired today. I think he used her body to help fire the bolt, the projectile, but that's not exactly easy to animate at the moment. So they
I figured as much.
So they're just almost like standard looking crossbow dudes, but they did exist on some level, just a bit different in actual history, but this is just a gameplay limitation.
No, maybe they could add a future mod in there someday that allows the crossbows to at least.
Well, they do try to make some animation adjustments, but it depends what they can do, what's limited to the engine also.
Oh no, I'm not expecting like a major or massive overhaul. Maybe just like just a visual flair or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to see what might happen in the future.
Yeah.
I know
We'll see.
Cam has been testing the overarm grip for hoplites and their spears.
Oh, they seem to be taking their awesome strides.
Yeah, Greek cavalry. Here we have Greek citizens running towards my elephants for whatever reason.
Are they on a suicide run or something?
Probably. The cavalry attacked my spearmen, but that's not exactly a great idea for the cavalry. Especially as my elephants are moving in.
Do you ever notice that the enemy is not that kind of not smart?
This is the AI, it's not exactly very smart.
Not very smart AI then.
We have the Numidians chasing their archers.
Oh, these guys suck.
Well, yeah, they're just
Like,
generic.
they literally suck.
They're
Well, no, they
generic.
don't literally suck, but like they're like really, really fucking bad.
Well, yeah, they're generic garrison archers, not exactly the cream of the crop.
No, but I mean like, you've got your cavalry running towards your spearmen, you've got these idiots running towards your elephants. They're like, I know it's AI and everything, but even then, they're pretty bloody stupid.
But anyways, we have our Thoreo spearmen fighting off enemy citizens.
That bloodbath's on them, I'm sorry. It's their own damn fault.
And we're moving our thorax spears to assist.
Do they even need to assist? I'm pretty sure the enemy's killing themselves well enough on their own.
Well, there are lots of enemies, in fairness.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the AI decided to run into the elephants themselves.
In fairness, a lot of these guys do have spears, so that make it a little bit harder for the elephants.
there is that.
Yes, the Numidians dealt with those archers. Now, those hoppers being shot at.
Who's shooting at their hoplites? I want to
My
know
guys. So the cavalry charged into the elephants. And they broke. Or they shattered. Now I'm moving my
Were
elephants
you
up.
expecting anything differently?
Now I'm moving my elephants up to those Greek militia.
Ooh, that's nasty.
So yeah, the Atlas elephants got a bit of a visual change in the latest patch for DEI.
Yeah? How so?
Just some nice little visual tweaks to kind of make them look better now that elephants have got some nice visual rework in earlier patches.
So how exactly did they look differently from the
I
previous
don't know,
patch?
it's been a while, so I've only really just seen like the previews, that summary provided. But it's just kind of nice, refreshed look, a bit more of a unique appearance. I think they have the symbol for Carthage on them. So yeah.
That's a nice visual flair, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just a nice little visual touch-up to make them look a bit more interesting.
I wonder if they'll ever do any patches that makes them more visually intimidating or something. I don't know.
Well, what do you think makes... Well, what do you think they don't look intimidating?
I don't know. Like, maybe to help with the reactions of the AI or something. I don't know. I'm just spewing random thoughts, honestly.
Yes, evidently so. But yes, and we're now charging our troops right into their forces. And those militia routed. And this is their general, or the garrison general with his hoplites.
Not doing too good out there.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep my Libyan Phoenician cavalry away from those hoplites. So you do not want to charge straight into a bunch of spearmen with cavalry.
No,
Yeah.
you do not.
Our Libyan Phoenicians, our Thoreo spears are holding their own against those hoplites.
Good to know. Good
And here
to
we
know.
have our thorax spears are fighting the bronze shield pikemen.
God, I never knew
And it looks
about
like they got some
never knew
Agrianian
length.
axemen behind the pikemen.
I never knew length factored into this. Length and size.
Yeah, sure. The Seleucids are our next series, and they got lots of similar units like that.
Yeah?
They have bronze shield pikemen and the silver shields. You know, the silver shields are their
Hog all-
elite.
They get to hog all of the really cool shit.
But yeah, the Seleucids are pretty damn interesting. Elephants charge into the back of those units.
Come to wreck their shit.
Yes.
I assume it would be pretty bad. I assume it would be bad for elephants to charge into those soldiers with all the pikes and everything.
Yes,
probably
at the
not.
front, but at the back should be better. However, there was the whole expert charge defense thing, which in theory could cause problems. Although I don't ever recall seeing much of a problem, but in theory, expert charge defense is a little ability or stat skill that a lot of spear units had. And the thing was, even if they're charged in the rear by cavalry or elephants or whatever, they could reflect that charge back onto them, which could be pretty devastating and kind of silly and unrealistic. But they managed to remove it for the next patch of DEI. They got rid of it. So it'll be finishing swords aren't holding up too well that area. And arm back to you aren't too well either, it looks like.
Oh, could the tide be turning in their favour?
But overall, well, who knows? We're doing our best, certainly. Though the enemies are routing there, beginning to rout there, they're wavering. We just need our swords to hold on long enough.
Let's hope.
Our cavalry is picking up, is wiping out the enemy ranger troops though, which will give us a decided advantage.
Very good indeed.
We're now charging these units of swords behind the enemy.
Should have just gone them all from behind, it would have made things so much easier.
So that'll probably help. So yeah, and now they're beginning to lose. The balance bar has shifted significantly into our favour.
Very good indeed, good stuff. Jesus, these elephants are right in the thick of it.
Yeah, so those bronze shields are going to lose eventually, but they're holding on pretty well.
Yeah, they're holding on to their will to
Well,
live.
looks like they've all shattered now. It's a mass rout.
Sure,
now we're just
it was
chasing.
inevitable.
Oh yeah, now we're just chasing these guys down and wiping them out.
Oh, now this is just excessive.
Well, it's practical because with a garrison sally, that means whatever survives is likely to still be available for another fight in the settlement, and that's just going to be more costly.
I guess.
So it makes more sense to just eliminate as much as possible here, so this lessens defend the settlement when we actually immediately attack it. So yeah, going pretty well.
Yes, very well indeed. Sure, it couldn't have gone any better. I don't even know how it could have gone worse. So you don't even need the soldiers, just let the elephants do all the hard work.
Well, no, the elephants wouldn't exactly be able to survive against loads of bloody spearmen.
Fair point indeed.
You know, elephants are weak to spears. You know, spear troops can do a lot of damage to elephants. They also tend to have good bonus against elephants. And the only way to... Elephants are good at doing shock style damage. That's really what they're good at, shock units. You want them to kind of charge in, do a lot of damage in the charge, and then pull out. With chariots, you want to keep them moving completely. You don't want chariots to stay put. Elephants can do a little better. They're sturdier than chariots, but chariots are faster. And
Sure,
they can rake kills in the routing phase.
it's always a question of whether you want to go with strength or speed.
Well, both of their advantages, and the chariots are a lot of fun to use.